Alright, let's talk filament management. If you're a 3D printing nerd like me, it's something you spend way too much time on. I got tired of it and decided to search for a solution. That is where COREBOXX came in. In this video, I want to give you some more insight in the ecosystem, how it works and what it is made to solve. Let's get started. After more than 12 years of 3D printing, I realized I was always switching between the same 4 or 5 filaments. For example, black PLA, black PETG, maybe a bright color for that one accent part and 2 special materials. The issue? My filament is not stored next to my machines. It's either stacked on the floor, buried in some shelf, or worse, tangled up on that old spool that I need precisely when I can't find it. To see if I could fix this for myself, I was messing around with the MMU3. Although it is an amazing piece of engineering and super reliable, it comes with its own set of headaches. For example, the 5 meters of PTFE tubing to run the filament through, tricky loading and unloading of the buffers, and the entire desk space it needs to function. I wanted something cleaner, compact, and that neatly fits my workflow. That is where COREBOXX came in. It's a compact, self-contained filament management system, designed specifically for the Prusa CORE. I decided to release it in 2 flavors. The standard version is freely available on Printables and is perfect if you just want a neat way to store and switch between your spools. It uses a 5-way tube splitter for quick manual swaps, so you don't have to untangle half of your desk every time you change colors. If you're the kind of person who can't resist that extra bit of magic or just want to streamline the multicolor workflow with the MMU3, there is COREBOXX Premium, which adds a built-in MMU3 with easy access service door in the back, passive and reliable filament rewinding, pre-sliced G-codes for CORE and the Mark series of printers, including their Prusa Slicer project files, magnetic mounting on the CORE frame, many tie-down points for future upgrades, and some small quality of life improvements. The difficulty of MMU loading and buffering was one of the main things I wanted to improve, so let me show you the new rewinding and loading process of COREBOXX Premium. In the first versions I used a buffering spool holder, but after 6 prototypes I realized that approach was not going to be the one for enclosed usage. I could not get it as reliable as needed, it would be prone to tangling and generally still hard to load. Therefore, I switched to a rewinding system inspired by the filamentalist design used in the clipper world. This system uses a 1-way bearing to turn the filament's unloading motion into a nice, clean spool rewind. This eliminates the need for a buffer in its entirety, meaning no mess, no hassle, and just a straight shot from spool to extruder. It's so simple, it's almost embarrassing I didn't think of it sooner. Loading is now a breeze and can be done fully from the front. You don't need to reach inside, over the top, in the back or anywhere else. Loading all 5 spools of the MMU costs just 1 minute. Inside, I mounted the MMU upside down on the back of COREBOXX. Mounting this way shortens the filament path drastically, reducing the chance for jams and speeding up the loading and unloading quite a bit. The input tubes from the spools come in from the top, curve down in a nice arc and plug straight into the MMU body. The output tube feeds downwards and goes straight into the printing chamber through the top panel of your CORE. If you decide to purchase the hardware kit, it will come with an extra top panel with a pre-cut slot for this tube. Now onto the build. Just like the printer kits and the MMU itself, COREBOXX is made to be a do-it-yourself project. It is not a plug-and-play product and you will need to print the parts, source the hardware and assemble the unit yourself. If you want to save a bit of time, I have teamed up with BluRolls to offer complete kits, including all the panels, bearings, bolts and everything else you need to get it up and running. There is also a 58-page build manual that walks you through every step with instructions, tips, images and guides to make it a truly fun project to build. Alright, enough talk, let's see this thing in action. Here is the MMU3 doing its multicolor magic on the Prusa CORE, powered by COREBOXX. Lastly, most of you wanted to know more about the future roadmap, so let me show you what's in the pipeline. Corbox is engineered as an ecosystem, just like my enclosure for the Prusa XL, which now has over 55 remixes and options. Things I'm already working on are the semi-smart electronics set, which combines a Prusa GPIO hacker board with a microcontroller to add smart hot air circulation to the design, controlled by set targets for temperature and humidity. This add-on is expected to ship soon, once some bugs are ironed out. Other future remixes include desiccant holders, RGB LED lighting, quick disconnects for MMU and PTFE tubes, automatically controlled top fans, temperature and humidity monitoring, and more. This is what sets Coreboxx apart from other available options. You will be able to tailor it specifically for your needs and workflow. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you now have a bit more insight into the ecosystem of Coreboxx. If you got any questions, drop them in the comments or come hang out in the Discord server where we have more than 250 people happy to help and support. The link's in the description. Happy printing!